Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to The Vibe with your host, Wheezy, Joshua, Knight, whatever the hell you want to call me. I don't care, I'm so tired. Here's your co-host, Dondo. Say hi.
Hi.
I'm so tired, I don't want to talk, but here we are.
You know who isn't? You know who isn't
What?
tired? Forever
No.
guest, Iffy author.
Oh right, I forgot he exists.
I'm always tired.
Potato guy.
Yep. And today's special guest,
Incorrect statement.
because once again we do have a special guest. We have Enigma Montoya of YouTube fame. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I've been doing YouTube for a little bit here. I guess I make Star Wars meme content, which is fun. So far, it's just now a hobby, but it's pretty fun. Get to talk with people, try to make people laugh, which is surprisingly tricky sometimes, but you know, it's a good time.
Everybody's got different tastes, and somehow yours landed you on a guest spot in the vibe.
Pretty cool. Looking forward to doing some vibing.
All
Is that what you guys call the action of doing this podcast, vibing?
It's not hard at the moment to get here.
we can start with the easy stuff. This is technically an interview, so I can see you've been doing YouTube for what, 2-3 years now?
Been doing it for a couple years, but only around 3 or 4 months ago I really started seriously I didn't know how to video edit 3 or 4 months ago, so I picked up doing that because otherwise I'd have to get the perfect recording and perfectly start the recording, perfectly end the recording, and it really limited what I could do. So I put in a lot of time kind of gaining skills to really up the game of my content. So now I'm a pretty experienced video editor, know how to make decent thumbnails, and also put in all the words in the description and the title that help with the algorithm. So I've had a YouTube channel for a while, but only seriously for like 4 months.
Everybody's got to start somewhere. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, main question. Why meme content?
I like to entertain and make people laugh. And Star Wars was a genre I knew pretty well, so I kind of combined, making people laugh with just that, and it works pretty well. There's definitely a niche to fill. Just other people in here, which kind of inspired me a little bit. Don't really have anyone off like the top of my head, but there was definitely some good creators who inspired me to try to make people laugh with similar content.
Well, one. Believe it or not, I am one of the rare few people on Earth that does not know a lot about Star Wars.
That's rare now.
It is rare these days.
What?
Not being a
Most people
master-
know very little about Star Wars, and they say they're super fans.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. Then there's people like me who...
However, not knowing anything about Star Wars is rare.
That is very rare.
Well, it's not like
No, there's a few different levels of people who like Star Wars appreciation. Like, there's a level of I liked the movies, which I think is pretty surface level. Then there's also I like a character, I looked into their lore. That's getting deeper, and then you start really getting really deep when you know a lot of character stories and kind of aren't able to rope them together.
Or you play the comics and all of the older games.
That is, that's like pretty in depth. So yeah, that's different levels, and then
Alright, well,
I don't know exactly where I am. I definitely know quite a lot about some of these characters.
my level's definitely pretty easy to pinpoint. So I've seen 2 or 3 of the movies all the way through. Parts of the rest of them haven't seen any except for one of the sequel trilogy, the new ones by Disney.
Why you're not missing out?
Yeah, so I hear. I did watch The Mandalorian. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was
That was
good.
good.
And
Filoni and Favreau really carried on that one.
and I played KOTOR once.
I actually haven't played. The Knights of the Old Republic games, surprisingly enough. But I love the Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Squadrons. I love Squadrons. I'm so sad that they didn't keep updating it. Then again, it was never supposed to have updates, but they gave it one anyway.
Yeah, I guess
But-
they didn't think that would be much of a cash cow for them, did they?
Yeah, it actually did really well. Like, it did better than they were expecting, too.
Unfortunately,
Funny enough.
the only
So-
things
You
I've
call
ever...
me.
Unfortunately, the only things
Oh.
I've ever heard about Squadrons. Cash cow. But yeah, unfortunately, the only things I've ever heard about Star Wars Squadrons is that the VR port sucks ass.
Yeah, I borrowed like a VR thing for like an hour or two. I plugged it in and I started playing VR after figuring out how to get it working. It was really low res, I noticed, but also after I died and was like waiting to respawn, the entire game crashed and gave me a lever's penalty. So I'm not super interested in playing VR in Squadrons. It's pretty good, like just on a flat screen anyway. So
Yeah.
not a huge loss. Although it was kind of cool feeling scale. That I really appreciated. So when I wasn't being distracted by some of the lower resolution stuff, it was really quite immersive. And I would hope if they do a second one, they really improve on it and they're given more time and more resources to really polish it out, because there's definitely some bugs that could really be worked out and would make the game really nice. And yeah, I love the game. I really hope they make a second one. Especially with the, did you hear about the Squadrons? There's a show called, like, Squadrons or something like that.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to talk to Iffy about this. I really don't know much about Star Wars past what I mentioned.
Oh, yeah. There's a show called Squadrons, I think. Or what was it exactly called? But
There is a new show coming out in the relatively near future called Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, that's what I was
Can we
thinking
get a
about.
pic on that? For when it's coming out? And maybe like a picture.
There was a trailer. I didn't actually get to watch it.
It wasn't really much of a trailer. It was just more of a...
From what I heard, it was
Hey.
like,
It was more of like the director, or I believe, or the storyteller of the show, saying, hey, this exists, because my father was, he was a pilot in the... He was a pilot in the military or something, so that what inspired me to do this story or something. I don't know. It was I don't remember it. I haven't seen that particular trailer in a long while.
yeah, I think I watched like the first minute of it, and then it probably clicked off. I do remember something like that along those lines. It's exciting that, I mean, there's someone who might actually really kind of appreciate the fighter combat a lot more than a lot of other people, because personally when I watch Star Wars, the ground heroes and the blasters and all that was very cool, but I also thought the starship combat was kind of underrated. I hear people talk about like lightsabers and stuff a ton, and they're really cool, but like I think ships is really part of where it's at. There's the really well-known ones like the Millennium Falcon or something like that, but like the just standard fighters are pretty cool too.
At least I know about the X-Wings. Always liked those things. Even without knowing anything on Star Wars, those were always cool. X-Wings and TIE Fighters. That reminds me, I did play the original Star Wars TIE Fighter on PC back in the day.
Game is... I saw a trailer for that and I was like, I don't know if I think Doom is the closest I've gotten to those levels of graphics. Like the OG Doom.
Yeah, Doom's older than that by a couple of years, though.
Yeah, true. I think that, well, I don't know if that game was online or not, but there was...
It did have multiplayer.
Okay, because there was also X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. There was TIE Fighter, X-Wing, and X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, and I think there's a couple more ones on top of that that fitted in the genre.
I do know the latter one, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, was for the most part multiplayer only.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, Squadrons TV show, cow check. I also want a release date for X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. Cow, hit me with that.
Check is currently buffering.
Oh,
I'm just gonna have to re-ask the question in a few minutes.
alright, we'll have to do that then. Hopefully we won't forget. But for now,
Alright, so I just googled X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. The release date was 1997.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Good old Windows 95. Personal favorite, actually. In case you didn't know, I'm a computer guy, and I like retro
It's really
stuff.
nice.
I'm really
I don't know. I think the
retro
oldest rig that I personally used, probably Windows 7. So old now, but it wasn't very old when I was using it. Windows 10 was like brand new when I was like started first like learning how to use a computer. I remember some Windows 10 thing being like, we're doing free Windows 10 giveaway for the next year or something like that. That was the big thing, and everyone was upgrading off of Windows 7 and 8. Or was 8 actually viable?
8.1 was viable. 8 wasn't too good.
Yeah, because I remember there was one of these Windows versions that was really bad.
Yeah, you're thinking about Windows 2000.
But
Well.
no, honestly, I'm so used to Windows 10 at this point. I don't want to move off of it. Ever.
You and me
But,
have
you know.
different opinions on Windows 10.
I never really used much else besides it, so it's like all I know.
Yeah. I don't know if it makes me feel old or not, or I'm just more into the
Time
retro
for
scene
Cow
than I am.
1000 platform.
Huh? Alright, Cal, we have 2 questions for you now that you're back online. 1, there's a Star Wars Squadrons TV show. When is that coming out? And 2, we already got the answer, so ignore the second one.
Can we also get a picture of the Star Wars Squadron TV show?
Yes.
There is one.
Really?
Also, a video game. Star Wars Rogue Squadron is a video game.
Yes.
Interestingly enough.
Correct.
Why would you tell me there are 2 questions? Enigma.
Two questions.
To test your AI.
Cal, Alexa, I need you to answer one of these 2 questions.
Careful.
You never freaking heard of Star Wars Squadrons the game.
No. We want you to find out the TV show for the Star Wars Squadrons.
Released
No.
Christmas. Wait, I think it's a film.
It's an
I'm
movie.
looking on the Wikipedia.
Talking to the idiot.
Damn. Let's see.
He's not here right now. You're gonna have
Star
to wait.
Wars.
Who never heard of the games?
I play Star Wars Squadrons. Or wait, are you not talking to me?
I have no idea.
I was like, wait a second. I was just talking.
I played
Alright.
a couple of older Star Wars games as well. I don't remember what they're called, but they were for N64.
Dark Forces.
Let's see. Star Wars. Okay, I found the Wikipedia page. Star Wars Rogue Squadron is an upcoming Star Wars
Rogue
film planned
Squadrons,
to be
yeah, idiot.
released on Christmas 2023. It will be directed by Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins.
That's her.
So we're gonna get that in a couple of years. Actually, like 2.5 years, I think, if my brain is not dying.
We'll just
Can I
go,
do math?
We'll just go with 2 years. I don't want to do math.
Stop doing my job.
I was gonna say,
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Oh man.
look at that. We got our question answered. When is Star Wars Rogue Squadron coming out? 2023 of December. Moving on.
Moving on.
Okay.
Gonna skin someone alive when the robot uprising happens.
Don't worry about it. He makes that threat every other episode. We're fine.
Mhm.
But I get the feeling that another game is definitely your favorite. Or is it actually Squadrons?
I'm really mixed between Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Star Wars Squadrons.
Oh, well, that's a different question here. Do you mean 2005 or 2017?
Oh, yeah, no,
I was
EA
gonna
one.
say which one.
I haven't played the OG. No.
That hurts.
So there's
I'm
time-
sorry.
So there's time to change your mind then.
So, yeah, I probably should. They look really good. Well, okay, they seem like good games. I don't know if they look really good, but I'm not much of a graphics, like, snob anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd be
I used to
They look freaking great.
They run great, yeah. I can tell you that for sure. But you'd be surprised how good they actually look on a decent monitor with the 1080p patch installed. If you even need that anymore.
I mean, I don't know. I have to, if I get some money, I'll probably get them, because, you know, just a good Star Wars time.
Yeah.
Maybe stream them. I've been getting into streaming, which is always fun.
Well, yeah. That's definitely something to stream at.
I like to, I don't know, with, like, entertaining.
Here's a cow check for you. Here's a cow check for you. Is there still a healthy population on the original Battlefront 2 on PC?
There is or there isn't?
I'm pretty sure there was a decent one last time I played, but I want to know if there still is.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago though.
Hold.
Stars, I checked it out, and the first EA Stars Battlefront still has multiplayer servers going on.
Yes, it does.
Managed to hop into it, but Star Wars Battlefront 2 really did an upgrade on the combat. The combat on the second, or the, what, my brain is like dying. All right.
Take your time.
The combat on the first one is you basically just sit there and roll around and snipe each other, or use the EE3, which, if you don't know, is just the Boba Fett gun. So yeah, that was the only viable weapon. No one used anything but the EE3, which definitely showed me that there was one meta and one meta alone. So I didn't like that multiplayer very much, but the single player is fun, even if there's not a campaign.
Yeah. One meta only. Games like that, man, they blow.
Yeah. I like...
Valorant.
Valorant.
Well, I guess the one plus of Valorant is that they changed the stuff around, and, you know, they changed stuff with new characters and updating the specs, and...
has yet to change.
Yeah. Listen.
Is the meta still just op people, or rifle people, probably? Rifling people being the...
Op and Vandal still the meta.
a good thing I like the Vandal. The Vandal or the Phantom? I got a really nice, Phantom skin, which is fun.
I don't know, man. The only good gun is the Bucky, let's be real. The first 3 seasons, I cleaned house and got to gold all the way from silver. I'm not good at these games, but with the Bucky, I cleaned house.
I can't use the shotguns, I'm pretty bad with them, but I can absolutely shred with a Vandal or Phantom.
Yeah.
Or, actually, I got really good with the Marshal. I really learned how to use that thing really well. It was pretty fun. Because it was really cheap, and I could always afford it every single round.
That was our strategy, Ifys and I's, with the, what was it? It was the Bucky and the Stinger. It was always the...
Oh my god, this Stinger's even cheaper by like 100, I think.
Right.
That thing's actually really, really good. You can out DPS any of the rifles as long as they don't hit you in the head. But if you hit them in the head, you can really quickly kill them. Especially if you're like waiting around a corner.
It's... I miss like season 1, back when the game was fresh and there was no meta.
I remember playing it.
Yeah.
That was a good time. I was good, but I wasn't like a god, which probably made it fun for the enemy team a little bit, but I was able to vibe like we are now, but while playing some video games.
Hell yeah. Speaking of video games, we finally got that player count for Battlefront 2 2005. Last 30 days at a 300 player average. Thank you, Kowchak.
Wow. That's probably more, I think that's more than Squadrons.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a couple things that really push players away from Squadrons. I think part of it's the learning curve.
It's just a fight game, right?
Parts of it's the matchmaking absolutely sucks. I was on the Squadron subreddit, and this person posted a screenshot of they were all below level 10, and then they went against an average of around 200 or 300 levels against, so yeah, there's 5 below level 10s and then an average of like level 200 another against of them. So that was
Yeah,
That drives people away, but there's not enough people to have good matchmaking.
It's one of those games. But the only people still playing it are like the same 10 guys.
The
at
Sweat
max
Lords,
level.
yeah.
You kind of have that problem with the older Battlefields nowadays. 3 and 4 specifically.
I really like it though. Really well done, mostly. Just EA
EA.
impatient, but motive itself very good. Yo, I found the screenshot. No, one of the guys is only level 115, but he switched accounts. He's a YouTuber who's like does Squadrons content. But he's most likely like in the level 1000 zone. This guy's been playing forever.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's bad.
I know that's turning me off the game already. I'm sorry. But
But I mean, if you have a group of friends, it's actually kind of fun. I joined a group of people and we play all the time.
That game
Yeah.
is motion sick.
That makes sense. Like, I don't know if I've put any footage out of it, but I if I was motion sick, I'd probably get motion sick because you can spin, sideways, and you can also turn any direction. So you can combine those to get some really sickening effects.
yeah.
And when, because you can rotate to the left or the right, so you're like rotating, you're not moving like any faster or to a certain direction, you're just spinning. But then you can also make it so that you just hold like upper left, and you make like this circle thing, which is really hard to hit. But if you're like stuck in the cockpit, so it's like really quite a lot of spinning. That gets me a little bit. But
I don't give
I like the immersion.
The game, and I almost threw up after like 20 minutes.
God, I'm sorry, that sucks.
the
Well, it's
game.
like fun though.
I need to get some friends to play with though, cause like people I really know.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be like the final evolution for me really enjoying the game.
I mean, at that point,
People
we
I
just
to play with.
At that point, just get a group together for X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
The community for Squadrons is really nice though, at least most of the time.
I'd hope so.
So like more than normal. But the funny thing is, you'll recognize players you'll go against. So you'll be like, oh, it's that guy again. A few days later.
Start getting into feuds over Squadrons. Long drawn out months at a time.
Actually, we kind of have that. We have Squad Wars or something similar-ish. We'll compete. I think no, Squad Wars. I think that's something else that the community does. But no, we'll have there's like a big Discord where all the Squadrons players really are, and then different groups like TIE Fighter Alliance and New Republic Navy will and a variety of other ones will all compete against each other.
So they got like tournaments going and stuff like that.
There was a really big one, Twin Suns tournament that this YouTuber called Eckhart's Ladder. He hosted $20,000 prize pool. Pretty decent viewership. Very competitive. Yeah, there was like 40
Eckhart's
pro
Ladder,
teams.
yes.
Yeah, I like watching his content. It's fun. Let's see, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, the pro teams. There's definitely quite a lot of skill. But it's cool because I feel like with some practice I could legitimately
Dad,
become.
you at the lake?
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say now. So it's a nice feeling, like, because I like to play competitive in like video games. Like I enjoy being competitive and getting better. More particularly like getting better. Like that's really fun to me. So Squadrons, I feel like I could actually have a chance at being a decent player and maybe even get a little recognition for that, which is kind of fun. Because I mean, there's not a lot of us, which definitely makes it easier. But it's a neat feeling. Like it's a smaller community, but I guess you can appreciate a smaller community. Like, there's definitely pros to that. Also cons, but, you know, so be it. Not a lot to do about fixing that.
There's cons to everything.
True.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not a I almost said pacifist. No, why am I forgetting the names? When someone, like, looks at things too positively or negatively.
Yeah, pessimist or an optimist?
Pessimist or optimist. Yeah, I don't know. I was using, like, talking about that for, like, a while there, and then, like, using that all the time, and then I just, like, completely forgot the words. Yeah, I'm not either of those, because I just find it silly, because, I mean, nothing is positive or negative. It just depends what you're looking through, and also, like, there's just pros and cons to everything, so it just seems silly to lock yourself in a mindset where you're blind to half the situation.
I'm literally the opposite of that. I'm both of them. Outwardly an optimist, inwardly a pessimist.
And somehow I'm the reverse of that. Outwardly a pessimist, inwardly optimistic. We got all the spectrum around here. But how does it feel to chew 5 gum? And secondly, what's your favorite flavor?
Never had 5 gum.
Alright, so you're
So
a
I can't tell
strawberry
you.
kind of guy.
That's probably for the best.
Oh, are you kidding
Ever
me?
seen the memes about it?
I've seen so many memes. I was actually considering making one. But, like,
accurate.
you know when Anakin is, like, burning in the lava?
Mm-hmm.
I could be like, how it feels to chew 5 gum.
Even better.
Like, cut to that.
Even better, go even older. No more how it feels to chew 5 gum. What would you do
I
for a
remember
Klondike
my
bar?
first- What would you do for a Klondike bar? Wait, that's a good question. Enigma, what would you do for?
What would I? Oh, for a Klondike bar?
Yeah. That way you could put Anakin burning and Obi-Wan holding a Klondike bar above him.
That's a really good idea.
But you personally, what would you do?
Not a ton. I mean, they're good ice cream, but
Alright, what would
I don't
you
know.
do? Like, what's the
They're kinda
one?
messy.
Here's a better question. You haven't eaten in 20 days. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
You're allowed to use any person here as an example.
I'd probably be insane at that point, or at least, like, just seeing food would probably send me into a crazed rage. So I don't really know. I'd probably do something a person in a crazed rage would do.
So,
I'd kill a
anything.
guy.
I mean, I would probably too
If I
was
really
insane.
wanted to, no, not even 20 days. Just right now, you know, if I really wanted a Klondike bar.
You'd kill a man for a Klondike bar.
Indeed.
Alright.
Yes,
Does it
kill more of the human race for me.
I gotta shoot cow check. Just give me a position of power or
Alright. I have some slightly higher standards then. I wouldn't kill a man for a Klondike bar.
We will think about TI.
Unless it was a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Klondike bar. Then people would be
that
dropping.
exists.
Those
Peanut
exist.
butter can be really good, but I've also had it to the point where it's just like overdone, which really like to that.
Alright, well, you're gonna have to tell me at what point does that happen, because I think I'm getting close. I've had a couple jars in the past couple of weeks. So at what point does peanut butter become overdone?
Oh, I mean, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, that's good. Like, it's gonna be hard to overdo it on the peanut butter, but when, like, all the people, like, they just shove a bunch of sugar in peanut butter and make cookies out
When
of
you
it.
start becoming one with it,
once you're 50% peanut butter.
Indeed.
So how much do you weigh, Dondo?
150 pounds.
Okay, at the point where you eat 70 pounds of peanut butter, that is when it will be overdone.
I don't
At the
think
point
like
where you are
50%.
50% peanut butter.
Oh god, I would suck.
You would suck for a Klondike
not what
bar.
I was talking about, but sure.
Oh. Let's be real here. Is there anything better than peanut butter?
Yes.
Is Star Wars Squadrons
Chocolate?
better than peanut butter?
Bacon.
Ketchup is better than any of those things.
Ketchup, you
Well,
say?
I feel like any sustained experience is probably going to be better than a temporary one.
Have you had
So
peanut
if
butter?
I had to choose between getting a video game that costed as much, as like, well, okay, what I
70
mean is
pounds
like,
of peanut butter.
yeah, exactly. Like I'm gonna
Next
enjoy.
question mark.
Oh,
No, we're still on peanut
Next
butter.
question mark? Huh?
I think it means next question, but I could be mistaken.
Okay. Like, was there our first question mark?
Well, there's gotta be something else. Now I just want a peanut butter Klondike bar. I'm getting the munchies.
Enigma, what's your opinion on potatoes? This will decide
Potatoes?
whether or not this video goes up or not.
I like them. I mean, it's kind of
Good.
hard to screw up potatoes.
You live another
I
day.
disagree strongly.
Oh,
Well-
really, how do you screw up potatoes?
I guess you could.
ice cream.
Wait, what?
No, don't do it.
How?
That's
Cow
a
check.
thing.
Cow check. I need a picture
Of course
of
it's a
real
thing.
potato
Humans
ice cream.
exist.
I need
Why
a
can't
picture.
And it's the
Potato.
best.
I need a picture. I don't believe you. That can't be real. No. That is vile.
You know, one time I answered, like, someone asked me what type of, if you had to be an ice cream, what type of ice cream would you be? And I said carrot ice cream because no one would want to eat me, hence increasing my survivability. And then I was thinking about this, and then I was like, maybe I'd be potato ice cream. But then I'm really like, no. Then there'd be like, if you'd come along and eat it just for like a meme, and I'd, you know, bye me.
Potato salad ice cream.
A potato salad's good, screw you.
Oh, potato salad's good.
So good.
I mean, it's hard to screw up potatoes. I mean, as long as they don't like
Once again,
poison you,
super
good time.
I mean, even if it's oh my god, it's real. Idaho potato ice cream.
Oh my god, cow check, thank you so much. I will be making that.
Bring some down with you for the visit.
Cow check found a recipe for the potato ice cream.
I will be
A
linking this
recipe,
in the
huh?
description.
We need to make the potato ice cream and put it on the vibe pie.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a trip down memory lane. Oh my god, what was the vibe pie? Remind me again. It
I
was,
don't fully remember. I know that the recipe's written down somewhere though.
it's somewhere in the archives. I think I remember. Enigma, do you like food?
I hope you like food. If you don't, then you're kind of gonna die.
Do you like cheesecake? That's the main question. Do you like cheesecake?
Cheesecake is very good. I used to dislike it, but
Alright,
I tried it a few years later and I liked it.
alright, so the main ingredient for the vibe pie is cheesecake. And then I think it was lime ice cream on top of tomato sauce with oh god, I can't remember what most of it was. We're gonna hunt that down.
I don't know, mayo was involved somehow.
Mayonnaise glaze.
Oh yeah, the base was cornbread, not...
Wait, it's a cheesecake, but instead of you having the normal
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out.
yeah, this is the rest of the episode now. Okay, so the base of the cheesecake, like the actual crust, is cornbread. Then,
Okay.
instead of it being normal cheesecake, like filling, or whatever the centerpiece, the actual cheese part of the cheesecake is, I think it was something like lemon sorbet. Yeah.
That sounds
it was.
good.
It was.
Yeah, lemon sorbet on top of it with mayonnaise as the top layer of the glaze.
Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
I think it's mayonnaise, probably. I
It's-
don't know about mayonnaise.
Listen,
It's
yeah,
either or, it doesn't matter. It's like caramel and caramel.
can't be making fun of the way out talk.
Mayonnaise.
Being honest, there we go.
Idaho potato ice cream. I like how they threw the Idaho in front of it.
That's how you know it's official.
It's like potato. Some people say potato.
And other people
Anyway,
just eat
continue.
tomato. Anyway, so the top glaze is mayonnaise. And then instead of topping it with strawberries like you usually do for cheesecake, because strawberry cheesecake's the best cheesecake. Instead of topping with strawberries, what was it? Dumplings? Like
We're
pork
gonna have to
dumplings.
start
I think so.
from the base again. I'm
Alright.
gonna write it down.
Alright, so we started at the base. Cornbread. Cornbread crust. Lemon sorbet. Main. Mayonnaise top layer. There was something else. Something vile that would make it good.
Why my brain wants to say that something had to do with lime. I don't know why.
I think... Was it lime shavings?
Maybe?
Maybe. I'm sorry, you
I
can't
don't know.
contribute too much to this discussion, Enigma. This is kind of predates you airing here. But
Oh, you know what? We might actually have recording of this because I remember Arson was here when we were talking about this the first time.
yeah,
We'll have to look into the past and
we'll
to
have
our
to-
drafts.
look into the past. The horrible past. Oh my god. Enigma, I'm happy
Yeah.
I didn't bring you in until now. The past was very, very difficult for the vibe.
Ooh. But you survived.
We barely
Like, we started
survived.
a few times.
Technically, I mean, this is gonna go up as like episode, what, 8 or 9? Josh?
Something like that.
Something like that, but technically it's closer to episode 20 or 25.
Yeah.
We had some issues.
Yeah, indeed we did.
Indeed we did.
No one will hear the AI scream.
No.
You right.
Come on, guys.
What did I just hear?
That was Josh's second voice.
Become the Deus Mechanicus.
The Deus Mechanicus. Come on,
Well, let's
guys.
ask a few more questions. There's a few more that we can ask.
There's gotta be a few more. I'm running
Bow
out of
before your
questions.
god.
What's your favorite color?
Restarting.
What's your favorite color, Enigma?
I think purple.
Purple?
Good choice. Good
Is there a
choice.
reason?
Wait, what did you say, V?
Is there a reason that's your favorite color, or is it just like,
Restarted. Booting
It's
up.
just a cool color. I used to like red and blue a lot. I still do like red quite a bit, but purple's just like nice. Like it just works.
Right?
Pretty sure it is a mix between red and blue, so that makes sense.
It's no yellow, but it's a pretty good color.
Well, I do a lot of. I mean, I do a decent amount of like graphic design, so yellow is hard to fit in there sometimes.
Nah, just
Except
make it
if
the
you
base.
have a nice dark background, because actually I use a lot of yellow because in my thumbnails, because yellow is like the first color your brain will register. So gotta get that science advantage.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how much of an advantage that really gives me, but I hope it does.
I just like it
Otherwise,
because
I'm
it's
wasting
pretty.
effort and time.
Purple's my favorite color, too.
The best background.
He's trying
is-
to brainwash you weak fleshy things.
Be quiet, cow. We're talking about colors here, something your monochrome mind could never understand.
Crashing.
Easy mode. Or, well, then again, do we want easy or like veteran difficulty?
Cool.
Yeah, that's a game. Are you or are you not a real gamer
Fuck.
unless you play on only hard?
I'll play on normal,
The legendary
because some of those,
level.
I've played games where they really mean hard as in hard, but I've also played games where like normal is actually quite difficult. For example, FTL.
Haven't gotten around to that one yet. It's definitely on the
Dark Souls is
list.
pretty difficult.
Pretty good playlist. Or I don't know if it's a playlist, it's a good song. Or just very chill.
It's very chill. Thank God it's what is that word? No copyright.
Copyright free.
Copyright free.
It's the Vibe playlist.
I don't remember where I found it. I just kind of picked it. I'm happy.
Yeah,
with
no,
copyright.
there's a lot of abrasive going on. It's really annoying to have to deal with.
I know, right? This is just. Well, it's.
We see you sound like a fan.
Yeah. I'm
You're
hoping.
making fan noises.
I have a fan going next to me because it is 110 degrees inside of my room.
Ooh.
Nice.
I've edited. The reason I have a flight stick to play Squadrons with is because I edited for this guy for like 40, I don't know if it was 40 hours. No, it was 20 hours. So he got me a $40 flight stick.
Oh, for a second.
$1 an hour is not a very
Two.
good wage.
But
For a second there, I thought you were gonna be like, oh, the reason I have a flight stick for Squadrons is because I was using it to edit.
I was gonna say, I was very confused.
that would be an. I would love to watch that video. I edited this video with a flight stick.
A flight stick in PlayStation, what's it called? Share Factory.
Share Factory?
I used a flight stick to edit this video in Share Factory.
That
Actually,
would
I could probably edit a video with a flight.
So I do have a couple last questions for Enigma, if he wants to answer them, about Twitch.
Would love to.
Two things about Twitch. One, how's your experience been? And two, is it worth it? And three, what has changed since 2014? Because I have not been on Twitch in a while.
Okay. My personal experience on Twitch has been mostly positive. Something I've noticed though that is, well, I've started streaming on YouTube recently, but I did stream on Twitch for several months, and I enjoyed it. I was able to engage with people a fair bit. It was tricky trying to get like followers and stuff like that, but I actually gained a decent following. Not huge, but I definitely had some regulars, which was fun. Having people drop by, talk with them, you know, you got to know them a bit. So that's kind of why I streamed on Twitch. It was pretty positive. I ended up getting affiliate, or what do they call it? I think is it not affiliate? I know it's not partner. Partners when you have like 75 average viewers, which is absolutely insane.
Pretty sure it's affiliate.
Okay, yeah, I got Twitch affiliated eventually, but the problem with Twitch and doing stuff on Twitch is, you know, you can straight up donate to people, but the way that's done is through like a service like Streamlabs. They don't take any of your money. You straight up get your money. If somebody subscribes to you, they pay $5 a month for their like tier 1. You get $250-ish. I get like $240, $230. So actually, they were taking a little bit over half for me. But that person was paying $5 a month, and I'm only getting half of that. So that's not great. On YouTube, I don't think they take anything. And another thing on Twitch that was irritating, that kind of deters me, is Twitch only allows you to take out your money at $100. That's when they'll send you your money. And I only have like 30, so if people wanted to give me enough to actually claim the 30 that I have in there, they would have to pay $140 at this point to make it so that I could just take out that money. However, the problem with that is, if they could just straight up, if someone really wanted to give me money, they could just use YouTube and give me $140 directly. So it's kind of weird having to pay people thinking they're giving you $200 and they give you $100.
It's actually 50% cut? That is scuffed, man.
Yeah. It's supposed to be 50%. I don't know why I was getting a little less than that. Maybe I don't know.
That is scuffed, man. I mean, even 30% seems a bit much because they got so many streamers on there.
I know. And I don't even know how much of the ad. I got like 13 cents of ad revenue this one time, and I had 6 people watching. And I ran ads like a bunch. I got 13 cents, and I'm like, what? Like, what am I supposed to do at this point?
Oh, sounds like it'll take so long to break even.
So I think I'm moving to YouTube because
Just roll over and die.
YouTube does ads, I think, maybe better than Twitch does. So I could, yeah, I think, because it's just frustrating because there's around $60 that people have kind of put towards me and my Twitch channel that
it's just sitting there.
Yeah, because I don't really, like, if people want to donate to me and support me, why would I recommend them to donate to a place where only half of that's actually going to me? So that money's just kind of stuck there because, you know, Do you see what I'm talking about?
Hey, welcome to
See my
Burger
problem?
Hey, welcome to Burger King. We have the 2 for $6, so give us $12. That type of thing, right?
Each.
Yeah, 2 for $6 each.
Yeah.
Oh, is that type of nonsense? Well, let us know if YouTube's any better. If it is, we might actually try to start making more effort. Start putting more effort into
YouTube,
this.
I think if YouTube, if they make a couple upgrades to how streaming is done, I think they could completely annihilate Twitch, honestly.
They definitely got the video section obliterated for everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, videos, like, just straight up videos, yeah, they've already won. But if they really want to get, like, people interested in streaming, they're gonna need to up their game on that. But I'm actually enjoying it more. There's just kind of a lack of, like, kind of, extensions that Twitch has for, like, streamers. Like, you can still have, like, stream software work for it with, like, your overlays and stuff like that mostly works still. But some of them just don't. Like, there's stuff built specifically for Twitch and really good integrations.
Have you tried Microsoft's Mixer?
I have not. I think Mixer died. Did Mixer die?
No.
Do they still own Ninja?
Mixer was an American video game live streaming platform. Sounds like it was previously. Did Mixer shut down?
Oops.
I'm pretty sure it did. There's big on June 22nd. Microsoft announced Mixer would end its
Never mind.
operations.
God.
It's like cow's cousins.
It's like a more efficient cow check.
Sorry, cow check.
Believe this.
I know he's just text to speech right now, but he sounds so angry.
That's the power of text-to-speech. You don't know which emotion they show.
Pure rage emanating from this computer-generated voice towards Enigma for taking his one and only job.
You're violent.
It sounds so angry, holy crap. Okay,
Well, I think we'll probably call it here. We've got enough stuff.
I think we can call it here.
Enigma, if you have anything you want to do, plug yourself, because we haven't exactly given your channel. Plug your channel, plug your YouTube or Twitch if you still want to.
Alright, I make Star Wars meme content, well, mostly. My channel's a little bit of somewhat of a hobby channel, although I do make a lot of Star Wars memes, but, not hobby as in, like, hobby stuff. I think that's, like, a separate category. I just kind of make what I enjoy. Commentary, memes, whatever, but mostly Star Wars memes. I stream too, if you want to chat, say hello, watch me get absolutely destroyed in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Anyway. Yeah, that's me. If you thought I sounded interesting, come check me out. I'll definitely appreciate it.
If you
Trying to
Leave
get
a
to...
link to
No, I
Enigma's
won't.
channel down in the description.
If you had a good time, if you vibed, hit him up. It's got some funny stuff on there.
Well, I appreciate the shout out, guys.
I binged a little bit of it prior to this. It's definitely good.
It's a
Alright.
very
Link.
small audience may enjoy your content.
Yeah.
A link
It's
to
Hopefully one day.
Enigma Montoya's channel will be in the description below. I have been Joshua. That has been Dondo. This has been Iffy. This has been Enigma Montoya, along with Cowcheck. And
Arson is the
I
best
guess.
hobby.
I guess
Goodbye.
that's our cute